Imagine an old monk in a temple high in the mountains of Japan. For years, he observed the cycle of the moon, understanding that just as the tides are guided by its invisible force, our lives also follow the secret rhythms of the universe. Now, imagine that you, Cancer, are standing before a great cosmic portal. The year 2025 will not just be another chapter in your story, it will be a true rebirth. But do the stars really influence your destiny? Is what is to come already written in the stars? The answer lies in how you choose to act in the face of the opportunities and challenges that arise. What would happen if you knew that the winds of the universe are in your favor, blowing towards a year of growth, love, and fulfillment? Astrology teaches us that Cancer, ruled by the moon, is a sign of deep emotions, powerful intuition, and intense spiritual connection. But 2025 will not be just about feeling, it will be about acting. With the planets aligned in a unique way, a cycle of abundance, clarity, and transformation is forming for you. And those who know how to navigate this cosmic tide will hold the key to a year of true prosperity in their hands. But before we dive into the detailed forecasts for love, money, and personal growth, ask yourself, am I ready to unlock my full potential? If the answer is yes, stay with me, because what 2025 has in store for Cancer could change your life forever. The sign of Cancer and the cosmic alignment of 2025. Since ancient times, astronomers and philosophers have observed how celestial movements influence life on Earth. In Buddhism, the concept of interdependence teaches that everything is connected, just as the stars impact energies and emotions. For Cancer, a sign deeply connected to the moon, the planetary changes of 2025 will bring a period of significant transformation. The influence of the moon. The heart of Cancer. The moon governs Cancer and is responsible for its sensitivity and intuition. In 2025, two lunar events stand out. March 13, 2025 full moon in Cancer. This will be a moment of great emotional clarity. Everything that has been hidden, internal doubts, or repressed feelings will come to the surface. It will be an ideal period to reorganize relationships and make important decisions. March 29, 2025. New moon in Aquarius, an invitation for new beginnings. Here, Cancer will have the chance to set new goals, cut old patterns, and start projects that will bring long-term growth. These events are not just movements in the sky, but concrete opportunities for real-life changes. The energy of the planets in 2025. Besides the moon, other celestial bodies will play an essential role in Cancer's journey. Mercury retrograde April 1st to 25th, a period of heightened attention to communication and planning. For Cancer, it will be a time for reflection before making major decisions, especially in professional matters. Venus in Pisces February to May. This positioning will bring more harmony to love life and strengthen emotional connections. For those who are already in a relationship, it will be a period of emotional deepening. For those seeking a new love, opportunities will arise naturally. Saturn in Pisces the whole year brings important lessons about discipline and structure. Cancer will need to balance emotions and practicality, ensuring that feelings do not interfere with rational decisions. What does this mean in practice? With this astral configuration, 2025 will be a year of growth and maturity for Cancer. It will be a period of significant changes, but also of valuable opportunities for those who are willing to take action. Those who prepare themselves and know how to use these energies to their advantage will be able to achieve solid accomplishments. The professional and financial path of Cancer in 2025. Financial and professional success never happens by chance. In Buddhism, there is a principle called karma vipaka, which teaches that every action generates a result. Similarly, the decisions made by Cancer throughout the year will determine how the energy of the universe will manifest in their professional and economic life. The energy of the stars in work and money in 2025. Three astrological forces will directly influence Cancer's financial and professional life. Mercury retrograde in April 1st to 25, a time that demands caution. Avoid impulsive decisions at work and review contracts before signing. This period will be ideal for reorganizing old projects and planning with more confidence. Jupiter in Taurus until May. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck, will be positioned favorably. This means that until May, Cancer will have great opportunities for financial growth, especially for those who work in creative fields, communication, or their own businesses. Saturn in Pisces throughout the year. It brings the need for planning and patience. Saturn teaches that solid results come from continuous effort, which means that 2025 will require persistence. For Cancer, it will be a period of learning about financial responsibility, professional growth opportunities. With this astral configuration, 2025 will be a promising year for Cancer, as long as the opportunities are well utilized. Some areas of focus include creative careers and communication, Cancer's sharp intuition, entrepreneurship and self-owned businesses. Jupiter in Taurus favors those who wish to start something new. If there is an idea that has been postponed for a long time, 2025 will be the ideal year to put it into practice. Leadership positions. With the maturity brought by Saturn, it will be the time to take on more responsibilities and seek growth within the company. Finances. How Cancer can prosper. Astrological alignment indicates opportunities for financial stability, but this will require wisdom in resource management. Some essential strategies for 2025 include: avoid impulsive spending in April, when Mercury retrograde can lead to hasty decisions. Invest in the long term, as Saturn teaches that building a solid foundation is more important than quick gains. Take advantage of financial opportunities until May, when Jupiter favors new businesses and well-planned investments. If Cancer uses these strengths with awareness, 2025 could be a year of solid and lasting achievements. Love and relationships for Cancer in 2025. Human relationships are the foundation of anyone's life, but for Cancer, they carry even greater weight. Ruled by the Moon, this sign is known for its deep emotional connection, need for security, and desire to build true bonds. In 2025, love and relationships will be in a cycle of growth and renewal, bringing decisive moments for those who know how to cultivate healthy connections. The influence of the stars on Loveth planetary configuration of 2025 indicates that Cancer will undergo significant transformations in the realm of love. The main astrological movements that will impact this area are: Venus in Pisces from February to May. This transit favors romance and emotional connection. For those who are single, it will be a favorable period to meet someone special. For those already in a relationship, Venus will bring moments of greater complicity and harmony. Lunar eclipse in Libra March 14th. Eclipses are markers of important changes. This one, in particular, will affect Cancer relationships, bringing clarity about what really makes sense to keep and what needs to be left behind. It will be a decisive moment to resolve emotional issues. Full moon in Cancer July 13th. A period of great emotional intensity. For some, it will be a moment of renewal in relationships. For others, it may represent the closing of important cycles. Relationships for singles. For those seeking a relationship, 2025 will be a promising year. However, it will be essential to be attentive to past patterns. Cancer tends to carry old emotions, and this year will bring opportunities to break old habits and make room for something new. The months between February and May will be the most favorable for new encounters and deeper emotional connections. It is an ideal period to invest in self-knowledge and allow new relationships to blossom naturally. Relationships for the committed. Those who are already in a relationship will feel the need to strengthen the bonds. The year will bring moments of greater closeness, but also challenges that will test the ability for communication and mutual understanding. Some phases will require patience, especially during the March eclipse, which may bring past issues to the surface. It will be a crucial period to define the future of the relationship and build a more solid foundation. Family bonds and friendships. Besides romantic relationships, 2025 will be a year of strengthening family and friendship bonds. Cancer is a sign that values the connection with those they love. And this year will bring opportunities to resolve misunderstandings, forgive old grievances, and build healthier relationships. The lunar phases will help in this process, bringing clarity and opportunities to deepen the most important bonds. Cancer's love life in 2025 will be intense and full of lessons. The planetary alignment will bring new opportunities for those seeking a meaningful relationship, while those who are already committed will be able to strengthen their bonds and overcome challenges together. Personal growth and spiritual development of Cancer in 2025. For Cancer, personal growth is not just a pursuit of external achievements, but an internal process of maturation and emotional balance. In 2025, astrological influences will bring opportunities for self-discovery and spiritual transformation, helping this sign to strengthen their intuition and find a deeper purpose. The stars and the journey of self-discovery, main astrological events that will impact Cancer's personal and spiritual development throughout 2025 include Saturn in Pisces. Throughout the year, Saturn is the planet of discipline and lasting lessons. For Cancer, this position will bring challenges related to emotional maturity, requiring more responsibility for their choices. It will be a period to learn to set healthy boundaries and strengthen self-confidence. Mercury retrograde in December, November 25 to December 15. This will be a time of introspection. For Cancer, it will be essential to review their journey over the year and reflect on what has been achieved and what still needs to be worked on internally. Solar eclipse in Pisces, October 8th, a turning point for spirituality. This eclipse will bring a call for Cancer to connect with practices of meditation, self-knowledge, and inner development. The importance of spirituality for Cancer. Cancer is an intuitive sign and connected to emotions. In Buddhism, it is believed that the mind needs to be in balance for the individual to find true peace and clarity. Practices such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection on the impermanence of life will be fundamental to make the most of the energies of 2025. The lunar cycles will have a strong impact on Cancer's emotional and spiritual connection. The new moon in July, for example, will be an excellent time to start new spiritual practices, such as mindfulness and guided meditation. Tools for personal growth. Energy of 2025 will be favorable for those seeking self-development and mental balance. Some practical ways to take advantage of this period include: practice emotional detachment. Saturn in Pisces will bring important lessons about leaving behind what no longer serves. This will be a year to let go of resentments and cultivate inner lightness. Deepen self-knowledge. The solar eclipse in October will be an ideal moment to reflect on your own journey and define new paths for the future, strengthening the spiritual connection. Cancer will find benefits in practices such as daily meditation, readings on personal development, and moments of introspection. In 2025, Cancer will have the opportunity to grow emotionally and spiritually, learning to balance reason and intuition. It will be a year of maturation and transformation, where the lessons learned will bring wisdom for the following years. The balance between mind, body, and emotions for Cancer in 2025. True prosperity is not just in material success or external achievements, but in the balance between mind, body, and emotions. For Cancer, a sign ruled by the moon and deeply connected to emotions, this balance will be essential throughout 2025. The challenges and opportunities that will arise will require mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical well-being, allowing the sign to reach its maximum potential. The role of the moon in the health and well-being of Cancer. Cancer is one of the signs most influenced by the lunar cycles, which means that their emotions and vital energy can vary according to the phases of the moon. Some specific moments in 2025 will have direct impacts on Cancer's well-being. Full moon in Cancer, July 13th. A moment of great emotional intensity. It can be a period of mental and physical exhaustion if emotions are not well managed. It will be essential to seek relaxation and self-care practices. New moon in Aquarius, March 29th. An opportunity to start healthy habits, such as changes in diet, physical exercise, and mindfulness practices. Lunar eclipse in Libra March 14th. This event may bring unresolved issues to the surface, affecting emotional balance. It will be essential to find ways to maintain stability, avoiding impulsive decisions driven by momentary feelings. Essential care for the body and mind. The emotional stability of Cancer is directly linked to their physical well-being. In 2025, it will be essential to adopt habits that promote energy, vitality, and mental clarity. Some practices that can help include balanced diet. As a water sign, Cancer can benefit from a diet rich in natural and hydrating foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and calming teas. Regular physical activity. Light exercises, such as walking, yoga, and Tai Chi, will be ideal for keeping the body active without overloading the mind. Relaxation practices, breathing techniques, meditation, and moments of silence will help reduce anxiety and strengthen the internal connection. Managing emotions. In 2025, the great lesson for Cancer this year will be emotional control and intuitive intelligence. As a sign that feels everything intensely, it will be necessary to find a balance between expressing feelings and not letting them take over. Tips for a more harmonious year. Emotional diary. Recording feelings and reflections can help Cancer process emotions in a healthy way. Avoid emotional overload. Choosing battles wisely and distancing yourself from situations that drain energy will be essential. Seek spiritual or therapeutic support. At times, having a guide, therapist, or spiritual practice will help maintain focus and clarity. 2025 will be a year of growth for Cancer, but this growth will only be complete if there is balance between mind, body, and emotions. It will be a period to strengthen healthy habits, find ways to relax, and learn to deal with feelings wisely. Building a prosperous future aligned with life's purpose. True prosperity goes beyond money or status. In Buddhism, true abundance is the harmony between purpose, action, and inner peace. For Cancer, 2025 will be a crucial year to align their external achievements with what truly makes sense for their life journey. This will be a period of great opportunities, but also of important decisions. What Cancer chooses this year could shape their path for the coming years. Therefore, it will be essential to act with awareness and clarity about your goals, the stars, and the path to prosperity. Cosmic forces will be aligned to bring a year of growth, but this will require action and strategy. The main astrological transits that will impact this process include Jupiter in Gemini starting in May, a period that favors learning and expansion. It will be a great time to seek new knowledge, take courses, and invest in projects that expand career and personal life possibilities. Saturn in Pisces throughout the year, a test of responsibility. Saturn teaches that every achievement requires continuous effort. For Cancer, it will be a year of maturation and structuring, with a need for financial planning and a focus on stability. Mars in Taurus between June and August, a time for practical action. The energy of Mars will help Cancer step out of their comfort zone and make important decisions for their future. Making smart decisions in 2025. Cancer often makes decisions based on emotion, which can be positive, but also risky in professional and financial matters. In 2025, the key to success will be balancing intuition with rational planning. Some directions that can help on this path. Set long-term goals. What really makes sense to you? Which dreams and projects deserve investment? Avoid impulsive decisions. Especially during Mercury retrograde, it will be essential to reflect before making financial or professional decisions. Seeking knowledge, courses, readings, and mentorships can be differentiators for a more solid and sustainable growth, creating a personal and professional legacy. Impact of 2025 will not be just about immediate achievements, but about how Cancer can build something lasting for the future. This could mean developing your own project. The period until May will be especially favorable for those who wish to start a business or begin something new. Strengthen professional connections. Partnerships and strategic alliances can open doors to new opportunities. Building a stable financial foundation. Saturn teaches that patience and persistence are essential for creating true financial security. Conclusion: the destiny of Cancer in 2025 will not be defined solely by the stars, but by the actions taken throughout the year. It will be a period of valuable opportunities, but it will require discipline, planning, and a clear vision of what truly matters. The challenges of Cancer in 2025 and how to overcome them. Every journey of growth brings challenges. For Cancer, 2025 will be a year of opportunities, but also of moments that will test their patience, resilience, and adaptability. In Buddhism, it is believed that difficulties are part of the path to enlightenment, as they teach us about acceptance, detachment, and transformation. The challenges of this year will not be permanent obstacles, but rather lessons that can strengthen Cancer if faced with wisdom. Main astrological challenges of 2025. Some planetary movements will indicate more sensitive periods for Cancer. Mercury, retrograde April 1 to 25, and November 25 to December 15. Communication can become a problem during this period. Misunderstandings can arise in personal and professional relationships, making it essential to think before speaking and to avoid impulsive decisions. Lunar eclipse in Libra March 14th. This event can bring emotional challenges, especially in relationships. It can be a moment to confront truths that have been ignored. It will be necessary to deal with repressed feelings and seek balance. Saturn in Pisces throughout the year. Saturn demands responsibility and maturity. Cancer may feel the weight of obligations and the need to make difficult decisions. It will be a period of learning about discipline and resilience. How to deal with difficult moments. The best way to overcome the challenges of 2025 will be to adopt a growth mindset. Some strategies that can help include: practice emotional detachment. Cancer tends to cling to the past. It will be essential to learn to let go of what no longer contributes to your evolution. Strengthening patience and resilience. Financial or professional challenges may arise, but the key will be to stay focused and not give up in the face of difficulties. Use intuition as a guide, but without discarding logic. Balancing emotion and reason will be essential for making wiser decisions. Seek support. Talking to trusted friends, mentors, or even practicing meditation can bring clarity in turbulent times. Transforming challenges into opportunities. Each obstacle faced will be an opportunity for Cancer to grow and strengthen. The secret for 2025 will not be to avoid challenges, but to learn how to use them to become a better version of yourself. If Cancer can maintain balance and learn from each situation, they will reach the end of the year with a sense of accomplishment and maturity that will prepare them for new life cycles. In the next section, we'll talk about the main lessons that Cancer will take from 2025 and how to apply them in the future. The great lessons of 2025 for Cancer. Each year brings valuable lessons, and 2025 will be a period of profound growth for Cancer. The challenges faced, the opportunities seized, and the choices made along the way will shape not only the present, but also the coming years. In Buddhism, there is a fundamental teaching: nothing is permanent except change, and this will be one of the major themes of this cycle. If Cancer knows how to absorb these lessons, they will enter the coming years with more wisdom, confidence, and clarity about their life purpose. Main learnings of 2025 based on the astrological alignments and their impact on Cancer's life. Some lessons will be fundamental. The importance of trusting one's own intuition. The Moon, ruler of Cancer, will continue to be an essential guide. In 2025, this sign will realize that their emotions are not weaknesses, but rather compasses pointing the way forward. Discipline and patience are the keys to success. Saturn will teach that great achievements do not happen overnight. Continuous effort and careful planning will be more important than immediate results. Healthy relationships depend on balance. Venus and the eclipses will bring moments of transformation in relationships. Cancer will learn that to maintain deep and true bonds, it is necessary to give and receive in equal measure. Changes are inevitable and need to be accepted. Many situations in 2025 will require Cancer to abandon old patterns and embrace new ways of living. Resisting the flow of life can cause suffering, while embracing the new can open unexpected doors. How to apply these learnings in the future? The big challenge will not be just learning, but actually putting that knowledge into practice. Some ways to integrate these lessons include: maintain habits of reflection and meditation, ensuring that each decision is made with awareness and balance. Create realistic and sustainable goals, learning from Saturn the importance of long-term planning. Practice emotional detachment, allowing new opportunities to enter your life without fear of the unknown. Deepen genuine connections, valuing relationships that truly add value, and leaving behind those that no longer make sense. Cancer will enter 2026 with more clarity about who they really are and what they want to build for their life. The challenges of 2025 will have been valuable teachers, and the victories achieved will serve as a foundation for an even more promising future. In the next section, we will explore how Cancer can prepare for the new cycles that will come, ensuring that the lessons learned in 2025 continue to bear fruit in the future. Mistakes Cancer should avoid in 2025. Every great year of growth also brings risks and challenges. For Cancer, 2025 will be a period of opportunities, but some emotional and behavioral traps can hinder progress if not well managed. In Buddhism, there is an essential teaching: the mind creates reality. This means that our attitudes and reactions to events can determine whether a year will be transformative or just another cycle repeating old patterns. Next, we explore the main mistakes Cancer should avoid to ensure that 2025 is a year of evolution and not stagnation. 1. Clinging to the past. Cancer has a strong connection with old memories and emotions. This can be positive when it brings learning and reflection, but it can be a great obstacle when it hinders progress. Mistake: constantly reliving past experiences, dwelling on grievances, or clinging to relationships that no longer make sense. Solution: the lunar eclipse in March will bring an ideal moment to free yourself from these emotional shackles. It will be necessary to practice detachment and allow new paths to open up. 2. Making decisions based solely on emotion. Cancer's intuition is one of its greatest strengths, but when not balanced with logic and reason, it can lead to impulsive decisions and regrets. Mistake: making important choices in the heat of the moment, without considering all possibilities. Solution: Saturn in Pisces will require patience and planning. Before making major decisions, it will be essential to reflect and, if necessary, seek advice from trustworthy people. 3. Delaying major steps out of fear of change. Cancer like security and comfort, but in 2025, staying stuck in the comfort zone could mean missing out on valuable opportunities. Mistake: waiting for the perfect moment to act, without realizing that the right moment could be now. Solution: Jupiter will be bringing expansion and growth, but it will require courage to take the first steps. Small changes made over time can lead to significant transformations. 4. Overloading yourself by taking care of others and forgetting about yourself. Cancer is naturally protective and tends to put the needs of others above their own. Although this characteristic is one of their greatest qualities, excess can lead to emotional exhaustion and a lack of energy to invest in their own dreams. Mistake: taking on too much responsibility for others' problems and forgetting about self-care. Solution: 2025 will require balance. It is possible to help others without losing oneself in the process. Setting healthy boundaries will be essential to maintain energy and focus on one's own goals. 5. Spending impulsively during moments of emotional instability. Cancer may use material comfort as a way to compensate for insecurities or moments of anxiety. In a year with strong influences from Saturn, financial planning will be essential. Mistake: buying or investing money without planning, just to relieve temporary emotions. Solution: create a solid financial plan and avoid impulse spending. Moments of emotional uncertainty should be resolved with introspection and not with unnecessary purchases. 6. Resisting learning and personal growth. 2025 will be a year that requires maturity and new ways of thinking. Cancer may feel discomfort when challenged to move away from old beliefs and patterns, but resistance to change could be one of the biggest mistakes of the year. Mistake: closing yourself off to new ideas, experiences, or opportunities out of fear of the unknown. Solution: Jupiter and Gemini will encourage the pursuit of knowledge. It will be essential to keep an open mind and invest in continuous learning. Courses, readings, and new experiences will bring significant growth. Conclusion: the success of Cancer in 2025 will not depend solely on the opportunities that arise, but on the choices made along the way. Avoiding these mistakes can ensure a more balanced, productive year, aligned with the true desires of the heart. 2025, the year of transformation for Cancer. Each year, life offers us a new chapter to be written. For Cancer, 2025 will not just be another page, but a milestone of personal, emotional, and material evolution. The challenges faced, the opportunities seized, and the choices made during this period will have repercussions that extend far beyond the present. The stars indicate a cycle of growth, but destiny is not solely in the hands of the universe. Each attitude, each thought, and each decision made will shape the path. True power does not lie in luck or chance, but in the ability to act wisely, learn from challenges, and open oneself to necessary changes. What does 2025 demand from Cancer? This year will demand more than just dreams and hopes. It will be a period that will demand courage to step out of the comfort zone and embrace the new, discipline to build a solid future without shortcuts or haste, emotional intelligence to avoid being driven by impulses or the weight of the past, wisdom to recognize that change does not happen on its own, but begins within each person. Life is always in motion, and cycles are renewed at every moment. What Cancer decides to do with this period of renewal will determine the type of future that will be built. The next step now, the big question that remains is, what will you do with this knowledge? Opportunities will arise, challenges will appear, and moments of doubt will be part of the journey. But what will define success is not what happens around you, but how each situation is faced. The universe has already done its part, aligning the stars and preparing the way. The final decision is in your hands. May 2025 be the year when Cancer embraces its true essence, trusts its own intuition, and builds a path of fulfillment and balance.